Hey everyone, welcome to Slice of Case. I'm John, and this is Marissa.
And here is a collection of videos of all the new products we launched in 2020. If you haven't heard already, we just unveiled our new 2020 Tang Stamp.
So in 2019, Case celebrated 130 years of knife making. Now to kick off 2020, we're really excited to unveil this new Tang Stamp to start the mark of a new era.
So a little bit about the Tang Stamp. Companies started using this to stamp their company logo or their company name on it to kind of identify and differentiate their products. In 1970 was the first year Case started using the dot dating system. And now in 2020, 50 years later, we'll be reintroducing that dot dating system, removing a dot each year.
Yeah, so the dot dating system added high collectability to Case knives because it gave knife enthusiasts an easy way to date the exact year that their knife was actually made.
There will be two different Tang Stamps. One will carry a Lightning Bolt S. That'll be on all stainless steel blades. On a chrome vanadium blade, you will notice a standard S. This just kind of tells you what material the blade is made out of and how to properly care for it. We are here from Case to introduce our new 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter.
So if you're unfamiliar with the Case vault system, every year we bring a retired pattern out and we sell it for the duration of the year. So last year we had the Barlow, and the year before that we had the Doctor's Knife. For these knives, there's going to be two blade configurations. You're going to have a two blade one with a skinner and a clip blade, and then you're also going to have just a single one with just a clip blade.
This is the smallest pattern in the folding hunter family. So we have the Pocket Hunter, the next step up is the mid folding hunter.
And along with the mid folding hunter, we have it with the Kickstart technology as well.
My everyday carry. The folding hunter. This is obviously the largest knife. I think it might even be the largest folding knife that we carry. What's your favorite handle material?
I really like the Caribbean Blue Bone, the Sawcut jig. However, I gotta go with the genuine stud. You can't beat it. It's a classic.
Yeah, I really like the abalone. There's so many. I think my favorite would probably be the chestnut bone. I think it's just got a classy, kind of like old timers look to it. I think it's a great everyday carry. We're here with Case to introduce our new natural curly maple family.
These knives are going to have true sharp surgical steel blades and nickel silver bolsters.
Like I said, it does carry that natural curly maple handle, and it also has the Case XXXVI pewter shield.
You're going to find these knives in a Trapper, Kickstart mid-folding hunter, the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter, a mini Trapper, a small Texas toothpick, a medium Stockman, mini copper lock, and returning this year is the Gunstock. This is a pattern we haven't made in a few years, and as an avid outdoorsman myself, I love having this knife. It kind of emulates, my favorite rifle that I'd like to take out into the field.
Yeah, I definitely like this family. I think kind of leaving that curly maple natural, it gives it that classy ripple effect. It's definitely going to draw some eyes too when you carry this. We are here from Case to introduce our new raspberry bone family.
So this family is going to have true sharp surgical steel blades, and the bolsters are going to be nickel silver, and if you take a close look here, they're actually going to have strike lines in them.
Also, this family will carry a peach seed jig raspberry bone handle, as well as the oval XX shield.
You're going to be able to find this family in a mini Trapper, a Stockman, a Lockback, a Trapper, a Canoe, and the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter.
I think what I enjoy about these knives is that the strike lines on the bolsters kind of give it that elegant feel to an already durable knife.
And I'm a huge fan of this color. It's something very unique from Case. It's something that we don't really do a whole lot.
Today we are here with Case to introduce our new Clover bone family.
So these knives are going to have true sharp surgical steel blades on them.
And the handle is a Sawcut jig Clover bone with the... Before we start, I want you to try and pronounce something for me.
Okay. Quatrefoil? Quatrefoil?
Well, this is a shield. This is what the shield is. I'm not sure if it's English, but we're going to go with quatrefoil.
All right, yeah, what she said.
So this carries a Case black quatrefoil shield.
Okay.
Paired with its true sharp surgical steel.
And you're going to find these knives in a mini Trapper, small Texas toothpick, a two-bladed teardrop, a medium Stockman, a Trapper, a mini copper lock. The rest here has the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter, and then I'm holding the sway back, and it has a warm cliff blade on it.
The green kind of gives it that pop, and paired with this quatrefoil shield, I think it gives it a nice contrast. Looks really sharp.
Yeah, and I think that pairs really well with the Sawcut jigging. Last year when we did that Caribbean blue bone with it, I loved it. I like these ones just as much, maybe a little more. When you put that with this quatrefoil shield, it just all really ties together.
Today we are here with Case to introduce our new olive green bone family.
So these knives are going to have true sharp surgical steel blades, and the bolsters are going to be nickel silver with tested XX engraved into them.
This family carries a rustled jig olive green bone and actually has no shield since we do have that embellishing on the bolster.
So you're gonna find these knives in a sow belly, a back pocket, a canoe, a trapper, a tribal lock, a hawkbill pruner, and a cheetah. So as you can see, this is a different assortment of knife patterns that you find in your typical case family.
Yeah, I think it's really cool how all of these patterns are relatively big, and you do have the cheetah, the back pocket, and the hawkbill, which you don't see very often in the case line, let alone all in the same family. Today we are here with Case to introduce our new Blue G10 family.
So a little bit about these knives, they're going to have satin finish blades and bolsters that are going to stand up to everyday wear and tear.
They also carry a Blue G10 handle with the Case XX badge shield.
So you're going to find these knives in the following patterns. We're going to have a mini trapper, a canoe, a medium stockman, a slimline trapper, and Marissa here is holding a trapper. And then the last pattern is my personal favorite, the Kickstart mid-folding hunter. I love this pattern. I love the pocket clip. The Kickstart technology is great. And when you pair it with this G10 handle and the satin finish blades and bolsters, it's a perfect everyday carry knife.
What I love about this family is that it does carry those G10 handles, which is admired for its durability, and the satin finish on the blades and the bolsters is, like you said, more likely to hold up to that wear and tear. Our newest addition to our Stripes of Service line, the Thin Green line. They are a natural bone, dyed in black, and then they also have the white and green color inlay.
You're going to find these knives in a mini trapper, a trapper, and a copper lock, and they are going to have the True Sharp surgical steel blades. Case has a very long history of supporting the military and working alongside of them. Currently, we have the American Hero series with Winkler knives, and we thought that the Thin Green line would be another great step in furthering our thanks to the military.
There are differing opinions about what the Thin Green line exactly represents, like federal agents or military. Here at Case, we just want to pay tribute to anyone who serves our country. Our new Wicked Purple Kirinite family.
These knives are going to have True Sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
The handle material, like I said, is a purple Kirinite, and it does carry that Case bow tie shield.
In this family, there is a swayback with a Warncliffe blade, a small Texas toothpick. We have the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter. There's a medium stockman. I'm holding the trapper, and Marissa has a Kickstart trapper lock.
I think these knives are absolutely stunning. I think it's definitely a knife. I don't know if the camera can do it justice. It's something you got to see in person, but I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, it's a prime example of how Case can make high quality knives that are going to be able to put the work in with them, but you don't have to sacrifice looks for durability with Case. Kirinite's it's a great material that we love to use. It's durable, but it also looks great as well.
We are here to introduce our Sawcut Jig Molasses Bone family.
These knives are going to have the True Sharp surgical steel blades.
And like the name says, it is a Sawcut Jig Molasses Bone, and it carries the Case traditional shield.
In this family, there will be a trapper, the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter. There is a rust lock, slimline trapper, medium stockman, a mini trapper. I have the saddle horn, and Marissa is holding the back pocket. Is that a spear blade?
It's a Skinner blade, so you would traditionally see this on a sod buster. It just doesn't have that big swedge, so seeing it kind of big like this, it does kind of make it look unique.
Yeah, some nice swedging you got going on there.
What I like about these knives is that it does have that Sawcut jig, which is one of my favorite jigs. I think we're seeing it more and more. It is a popular jig on our handles.
Right. The way that the bone actually takes in that molasses blown color, it looks really, really cool up close.
Yeah, they're each unique, kind of like the striations are different among them all. We're here today to introduce our new Box Elderwood family. This is something new from Case we've never done before. Come on, that was...
Damn y'all off. Okay. These knives are going to have True Sharp surgical steel blades with the nickel silver bolsters.
This handle material is new. It's something we've never done at Case. It's Box Elderwood, and we left it natural. We didn't jig it or anything. And it does have that lasered Case logo on it versus a shield or a center bolster you typically see.
So you're going to find these knives in a medium stockman. You have a trapper, a mini trapper, the Case 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter, and then Marissa here is holding the cheetah.
I think what I love about these is it does have that laser engraved Case logo on it versus a shield or a center bolster. And the handle material is so different. I mean, each one of them looks different. Some might have like a little more black in them. It's just like kind of a swirl of different things.
Yeah, and I think Case hit a home run with this Box Elderwood. We used a bunch of different materials for handles. We have synthetics, bone, stag, but this really is something different and that I think's got a future in Case products.
I definitely think that we're trying to venture out with different handle materials, and like you said, they really hit it off with this one.
Right.
They were here from Case to introduce our new Tang Stamp series family.
So these knives are going to have true sharp surgical steel blades, and they're also going to have center bolsters. One really cool thing about these bolsters is they are going to be embellished with Tang Stamps starting from 1920 to our all-new Case Tang Stamp from 2020.
They will carry a Russell Jig olive green bone handle, and instead of a shield, like he said, we have that center bolster to kind of dress up the knife.
So you're going to find these knives in a teardrop, trapper, a medium stockman, a mini trapper, a canoe, a medium Texas toothpick, a rustlock, and Marissa's holding a stockman.
I am really excited to introduce this family to you guys. I think it's awesome that Case was able to capture history all the way from 1920 to 2020. I think this is something really unique to the Case line. I don't remember anything like this, so I know I'm excited. I know collectors and knife enthusiasts are going to really be wanting to get their hands on these.
Right. It really is a great way to not only show a great knife, but to also show our history with the Tang Stamp. Today we are here and we are very excited to talk about the new Case and Tony Bose collaboration knife.
So we have collaborated with custom knife maker Tony Bose for over 20 years. He has been recognized and received many awards throughout his knife making career and is known for his traditional slip joint folders.
So with that being said, the 21st Case Bose knife is the locking Lanny's clip.
So the Lanny's clip was actually first introduced in 2012 to the Case Bose line. It was a favorite among knife enthusiasts and Tony Bose fans, so we decided to bring it back and add that locking mechanism to it.
So some specs on this, like Marissa's touched on it, and in the name, it does have a locking mechanism, and it has wire cut 154 cm blades. It has stainless steel bolsters, liners, and springs.
And can you tell us a little bit about what the handle materials are?
Yeah, so we have chestnut bone, brown bone, abalone, which that looks amazing, ebony wood, 6.5 bone stag, and Marissa here is holding the black canvas laminate.
So something unique about this black canvas laminate is it is the first time we've put this handle material on a Case Bose collaboration knife. And also, in addition to the specs you kind of talked on, it does have a stainless steel pond shield and fluted bolsters.
So I think what I really like about this knife is just the functionality of it. I mean, it looked great, obviously, but the locking mechanism works really well on it, the walk and talk, and I'm a big fan of that wire cut 154 cm blade.
You can tell it's just that high quality, durable knife. Also, what I enjoy about this, kind of the whole collaboration, is that Case offers them at a more affordable price and also circumvents that waiting list. As if you were to go directly to a knife designer, you might pay thousands of dollars and wait months. But this year we are providing this knife as a regular production. It is limited quantity, but you can go to your Case dealer or caseknives.com.
Take 5. Deep Canyon, light purple bone.
You almost had it. Okay. Deep Canyon Jig, light purple bone family. All new from Case.
Yes, so these knives are going to have the mirror polish, true sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And I'm not going to try to repeat it again. The handle is a light purple bone, and instead of a shield, we do have the Case logo embellished on the bolster.
You're going to find these knives in a trapper. We have a mini copperhead, a peanut. Over on Marissa's table, there is a half whittler, a medium stockman, and she is holding one of my favorites, the gun stock.
What I really enjoy about this family is the rugged look and feel of the knives, and also I like when we do the Deep Canyon Jig on our bone handles because it brings out the richer, darker colors within the bone.
Yeah, and I like how we decided to opt out of a shield. I like having the embellished Case logo. Today we're here to introduce the pink Pearl Kirinite. So this family, they're going to have the mirror polish, true sharp surgical steel blades with the nickel silver bolsters.
And as the name insinuates, they are pink Pearl Kirinite handle, and they do have that Case oval script shield.
You're going to find these knives in a kickstart trapper lock. We have a small stockman. There's a trapper. We have a rustlock, a peanut. Over on Marissa's table, there is a small Texas toothpick, a mini trapper, the vault pattern for this year, the pocket hunter, and Marissa is holding the slimline trapper.
What I enjoy about this family, and really all Kirinite handles, is that Kirinite, there's no two knives that are the same. So in some handles you might have more pink, and others you might have more white. They all swirl differently, so I think you just really get that uniqueness.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just like them. It's just kind of a fun knife. I mean, they're hot pink, and like she said, they're swirls. So I mean, they're just kind of cool. We are here to introduce the all-new Smooth Caribbean Blue Bone family. So these knives have the True Sharp surgical steel blades with the nickel silver bolsters.
And like the name says, it is a smooth Caribbean blue bone, and it has the badge shield.
You're gonna find these knives in a copper lock. The copper lock has a lockback mechanism on it to give it a little bit more stability when you're using it. We have a rust lock that has the capabilities to open with one hand. The trapper has the clip and the spay blade. The collector's favorite, the peanut. Over on Marissa's table, we have a mini trapper, which is obviously the smaller variation of the trapper. Then there's a canoe. The canoe has a pen and a spear blade. Then the slimline trapper, that is just a slimmer, obviously, variation of the trapper with only one blade. And then Marissa is holding a medium stockman. This variation of the stockman is the 18 pattern.
What I really like about pretty much all bone handles is how each knife takes on the color differently. So you'll see on the front of these, and like the rest on these tables, is how different the bone kind of takes on the color. So for example, in this medium stockman, it takes the blue on really well in the front, but when you turn it over, there's a little more white, and I think that accents this blue color really well.
And if you watched our videos on the pocket hunters, you would know that I'm a favorite of the Sawcut Caribbean Blue Bone handles, and this is just the smoother variation of it with no jigging on it. So it's kind of cool to see. I'm a big fan of the color. So
today we are introducing our blue denim bone family.
This family, they're going to have the True Sharp surgical steel blades and nickel silver bolsters.
And they do have the peach seed jig blue bone handle, and it has a case bomb shield.
You're going to find these knives in a canoe. We have the vault pattern for this year, the pocket hunter. We have the trapper. We have the 44 medium stockman pattern. Over on Marissa's table, we have a tiny trapper, the rust lock, and then we have something that's really cool about this family is we have two whittlers in it. So we have the half whittler, and then Marissa here is holding the seahorse whittler. So if you're into wood carving or anything like that, this is a good place to start if you're looking to get a new knife.
The seahorse whittler does offer the pen blade, the coping blade, and the Wharncliffe blade. And what I like about this Wharncliffe blade is that it does have a thicker spine, kind of adding a little more durability to the blade. And it's called a seahorse whittler because it looks like a seahorse.
Today we are here to introduce the all-new Gray Bone family. These knives are going to have the mirror polish, True Sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And the Gray Bone will have a standard jig, and it does carry the case pewter shield.
So starting with Marissa, in this family we have a swayback with Wharncliffe blade. We have a peanut, a mini trapper. We have a slimline trapper. We have the full-size copper lock. We have the vault pattern for this year, which is the pocket hunter. Over here we have the medium stockman, and I'm holding the trapper.
What I really enjoy about these knives is that they have that kind of stone look that you were kind of pointing out, and the case pewter shield. I think this might be one of my top favorites for this year.
We were kind of talking before this, and I was saying how this handle kind of looks like it's almost made out of rock or stone.
Yeah.
So these knives really do have like a rugged and tough looking appearance.
We are here to introduce our smooth Old Red Bone PVD family.
So these knives are going to have True Sharp surgical steel blades, but they are going to have a PVD coating on them.
They do have the smooth Old Red Bone handle, and it's paired with the case oval script shield.
So in this family, you're going to have a stockman. On Marissa's table, we have a teardrop. There is a trapper lock. It's not going to have the kickstart technology. And then there's a trapper. And then that's your favorite pattern, right, Marissa?
The mini copper lock.
The mini copper lock.
What I like about this family is that red color. It's simple. I like that we didn't jig it, and kind of paired with these unique blades. It's simple, but it is a statement knife.
Yeah, the PVD blades are really cool. Kind of has like a black, almost dark gray charcoal look to it.
Shiny.
So, I mean, we kind of look like the Red Bone PVD blades going on right now with our shirts.
Oh God, too much. We're here today to introduce our Gold Stardust Kirinite family.
These knives are going to have the mirror polish, True Sharp surgical steel blades with fluted nickel silver bolsters.
Along with that Kirinite handle, it is going to carry the Black Sparks shield.
In this family, we have the 32 medium stockman pattern. On the table, we have the baby butterbean, which is the smaller variation of our popular canoe pattern. We have a trapper, we have a tribal lock, we have a tiny trapper, and then Marissa is holding the vault pattern for this year, pocket hunter.
What I enjoy about this family, the Kirinite handle, it has depth to it. So it's almost like you're gonna pick it up and put it back down and have glitter on your hands because it's very detailed.
Yeah, and to go with the handle, I'm a big fan of the black spark shield that goes really well with the gold Stardust Kirinite handle. Something we want to point out on this wall behind us, it has a lot of our Tang Stamps that we've had over the years. If you want to learn more about our Tang Stamps or our dating system for our knives, click the link above to watch a video. And today we are here to introduce the all-new Red Pearl Kirinite family. So this family is going to have true sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters. And if you take a look in the center of all the knives, there's also a center bolster.
And like the name says, this is a Red Pearl Kirinite handle, and there is no shield because we do have that center bolster.
So you're going to find these knives in a muskrat, which has 2 clip blades. We have a mini trapper. We have the 18 medium stockman. We have a favorite of the fans, a medium Texas toothpick. Over on Marissa's table, we have a canoe. We have a rust lock with a drop point blade. Then there is the trapper, and then Marissa is holding the saddle horn that has a clip and skinner blade.
I really like when we do Kirinite handles, especially the Pearl Kirinite, because it kind of gives them that smoky effect, and each one of them is different.
Yeah, definitely. And I like the center bolsters, just kind of something different than doing like a standard shield, or even sometimes we will do engravings on the bolster. So it's just kind of something different, and actually on the back side of the knives as well, the center bolster carries over onto the back. And we are here to introduce the all-new Heartleaf family from Case. This family are going to have the true sharp surgical steel blades with scrolled bolsters.
And they will carry an embellished smooth Bermuda green bone handle with a filigree script shield.
So you're going to find these knives in a tribal lock, which is a Tony Bose design pattern, our 2020 vault pattern, the Pocket Hunter. We have another Tony Bose design, that is the sow belly. Then we have the trapper. We have a teardrop with the 1 clip blade. And then Marissa is holding the medium Texas toothpick. The one thing that really sticks out to me with this family is the scroll bolsters. And if you take a close look as well, it has our patent XX embellished on it. So it just kind of shows the capabilities that we can do in terms of designs and different things on our knives. So, kudos to the guys at the factory on this one. They did a really good job on this family.
Kind of going off of what John was saying is they are very ornate and intricately detailed, and I like how the design actually carries from the handle onto the bolsters. We are introducing our pocket-worn antique bone family.
These knives are going to have true sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And with that antique bone handle, you're going to have a propeller shield, and it is peach seed jigged.
So you're going to find these knives in a Sodbuster Junior. We have the trapper and its smaller companion, the mini trapper. We have a teardrop. Over on Marissa's table, we have one of my favorites, the gun stock. There is a rust lock, the vault pattern for this year, which is the Pocket Hunter, and then Marissa is holding the 18 medium stockman. So kind of coming back to the Sodbuster Junior, as you can tell, it doesn't have bolsters, which I kind of like because it kind of helps showcase the pocket-worn antique bone handle a little bit more.
Yeah, and people really enjoy the pocket-worn finish that we put on our knives because it kind of gives that smoother look and feel that it's been carried in a pocket for years already. We are here to introduce our latest addition to the limited XX series, which is a second cut autumn bone family with the case bar shield.
These knives are going to have the mirror polished true sharp surgical steel blades with the main blades being embellished. In this family, we have a peanut. On the table, we have a Pocket Hunter, which is the vault pattern for 2020. We have a half Whittler, the trapper, a medium stockman. We have a mini trapper, a small Texas toothpick, and Marissa is holding her favorite pattern, a copper lock.
What do you like about this one, John?
The autumn bone handle. The name really suits it well because it just kind of has that look and feel of the fall season.
This is also available in a mid set, and it also comes with special benefits of having serialization and also scroll bolsters. So those are limited to 175 sets.
Today we're here to introduce the all-new Gray Synthetic family. These knives are going to have the mirror polish true sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And as the name says, these are synthetic handles and they are paired with the case arrowhead shield.
You're going to be able to find these knives in a Sodbuster Junior, a Peanut, a Trapper. We have a medium stockman. Over on Marissa's table, we have a mini copper lock. We have another medium stockman. Then we have a small Texas toothpick. And then Marissa is holding the mini Trapper.
What I do like about this family is we do have our orange and yellow synthetic, but I think this gray is a good addition to our synthetic handles. I think it looks really sharp, no pun intended. They're popular because they are impact resistant, which makes them really durable.
Yeah, synthetics are great for an everyday carry knife, and I'm also a huge fan of the Sawbuster pattern for that. It's pretty entertaining and fun. But yeah, I love the Sawbuster Junior. I'm a proud owner of an orange Sawbuster Junior, so really killing me. So yeah, anyways, I'm a big fan of this knife. I'm probably going to go get it here shortly. Today we're here to introduce the all-new Slanted Bolster Mint Green Bone family. These knives are going to have the mirror polish, true sharp surgical steel blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And the handles will have a Rogers corncob jig with the case oval script shield. The patterns in this family will start over with John. He is holding the medium Stockman. And then we have the mini trapper, the peanut, the small Texas toothpick, the rustlock, and I'm holding the trapper. And one thing I will say about this Rogers corncob jig is it does give the knives an extra grip to kind of give you more confidence in your cut.
The appearance of these knives with these slanted bolsters, it kind of gives the whole family a unique look. The typical bolster on a case knife is going to have a square bolster, so it's just something to give these knives a little bit of a flair. And today we're here to introduce the all-new Vintage Bone family. The Vintage Bone family are going to have mirror polish, true sharp surgical steel blades. The main blades on all these knives are going to have the case trademark XX embellished on them.
And the handle is, like the name says, is a Vintage Bone, and it does have that brass case oval script shield. Can you tell us what patterns are in the family?
Oh yeah, of course. So there's going to be a rustlock, a trapper, Sawbuster Junior, a Stockman. On Marissa's table we have a canoe, a mini trapper, the 2020 vault pattern, the pocket hunter, and Marissa is holding the swayback with a Warncliffe blade.
So something unique about this family is the pattern stamp does have a V in it to signify that it is a vintage bone, and it kind of shares the same jigging pattern or a similar one that we use on our bone stag knives.
Yeah, I really like how the brass shield looks on the vintage bone, as well as the embellished XX on the blades. It's something simple but bold at the same time.
And we are here to introduce our natural bone CV family.
So, as hinted in the name, these knives are going to have our chrome vanadium blades with nickel silver bolsters.
And as also hinted in the name, these have natural bone handles, and it's paired with the Case XX USA pewter shield.
The patterns that are going to be available in this family, we're going to have a sow belly. We have both of the kickstarts. We have the kickstart trapper lock and the kickstart mid-folding hunter. Over on Marissa's table, we have a half whittler, a trapper, the 2020 vault pattern, pocket hunter, and Marissa is holding the mini copper lock. One thing I really like about this family, it's the blades. I'm a big fan of chrome vanadium for their ease of sharpening.
I also like the pewter shield. I think it's a good accent on that natural bone. So John, where can we find these knives?
Let me tell you, you can find these knives at your favorite local case dealer, or you can go to caseknives.com.
And also be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media to keep up with all new products coming out from Case.
And I hope you're all keeping your hands and your health sharp. And remember, keep your hands and your health sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Keep those 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 hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. And like these blades, keep your hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Keep those hands sharp. And Marissa, what are we gonna do?
Keep our hands sharp.
Keep your hands sharp. Keep your hands sharp. Remember, keep your hands sharp. 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 Remember, Marissa, keep your hands sharp.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was cringy.
So cringy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our page to stay up to date with what's going on with Case.
And as always, keep your hands sharp.
She took my line. And remember, keep your hands sharp.